Congratulations on purchasing your Vapour Blaster conversion kit. This is an installation guide to help you through setup. Begin by removing the old gun and pickup tube. Continue by removing the air fitting. This hole should then be blocked. I use rubber grommets, but you're also able to use a nut, bolt and washer of the appropriate size, and you may need to add some silicone. Next, you want to remove all the old media by opening the trapdoor at the bottom of the hopper. Brush out any remaining media. It doesn't have to be perfect, but the cleaner you get it, the longer your media will last when you first put it in. You can also cut out these couple of bars, makes it easier to pass hoses through at a later stage. Lighting in these cabinets is pretty bad, so it's worth upgrading. This is a kit we can provide that drops directly in the top of the glass. This kit accepts the same plug that is provided with the cabinet. As long as it's 12 volt, this will work with the lighting kit. Your kit should include the following: a pedal switch, the gun and associated hosing, a control box, yours may look slightly different, an air inlet hose, and the slurry pump. It will also come with some cable ties. This is the media that is provided with the kit. It's an AC grade glass bead. Optionally, you can remove the trapdoor on the bottom. It's not necessary, but it will make it easier to slide the bucket in and out for servicing once the cabinet is in use. I'm going to start by placing the control box into place and then marking where the holes will be drilled. Just do these two for now. Center punch and then drill the holes. I want to go about 4.5 mil. They're 4 mil machine screws that will hold it in. Once it's in place, slot a couple of the screws through and then mark the third hole. Center punch and then drill the final hole. You can now fit the control box into place. You want to fill the bucket with about 25 to 30 mil of the supplied glass beads. And now you want to start fitting the lines to the pump So you want to start with a straight fitting and the shorter hose, and that'll go into the brass fitting on the outlet of the pump. And you just want to nip that up with a crescent or a spanner. Now you can drop the pump and the hoses into the bucket, ready to fill. This is just regular water, and you want to fill this up to about 2/3 full. So as you can see, it's about 15 to 20 mils below the black part of the handle. Now you want to fit the other hose onto the control box. So this is the brass fitting that's at a 90-degree elbow. And then you want to plug the pump into the control box. Now you can cable tie the pump cable to the air hose there with the supplied cable ties. This one will look slightly different to your kit, as the plug on the top of the pump cable is different. You can remove the gun at this point, but keep track of which hose was which, as it's very important to get them back on the correct orientation. You're going to slide the bucket under. You just want to position it off to the side so the water coming out doesn't drop straight on the top of the pump. And now you want to feed the hoses through. This is where it makes it easier if you've cut that little gap there in the grate. Now you want to refit the gun, making sure that the hoses go back on the correct hose barbs. Putting them in the center, as you can see here, just makes it a little better on your gloves. The tails and the hose clips can actually cut gloves, so by putting them in the center like this, it can protect your gloves. Now you want to plug the foot pedal into the side of the control box, and then position it where it's comfortable. Now you want to fit your air inlet. Then you just want to give the fittings a little bit of a nip up, not too tight. They don't have to be overly tight. You can break them if you go too tight, but they just want to be nipped up to the point where they're not going to leak. And then the same for the air outlet from the control box, and this runs off to the gun. Now you want to plug the control box into a power cable, preferably on a line with an RCD, and then plug in your air. The green button will actuate the pump, red will shut it off. And you're done. Once you're ready, the pedal will actuate the air supply. The following is a short demonstration of the sorts of finish that you should be achieving with this kit. If you're not achieving these sorts of finishes with this kit, please contact us so we can help you through a troubleshooting process.